While family-friendly, our content is not intended for children. We commonly feature scenes of fantasy violence and other mature, though clean themes. Hello, viewers. Hello, viewers. Fork is down for the count this week, so we are going to do a little bit of a temporary campaign. Until he's ready, we will probably just do a short little thing, and then we'll pick this one up maybe once a month thing or something like that. I don't know. It's in a custom world that I've created in the past, which I'm going to be using today, which is called Firelight or Hyrros. It is a world that is similarities to the D&D standard setting, but its history is quite different. So a lot of the normal rules don't quite apply, which is fine for my friends here because they haven't really played standard D&D ever. So they will be learning just as much as anyone else will. On my far left is...
Cinabean. Oh.
In the center...
Oak-3.
Had to think for a second there.
Yeah.
And of course, I am Ghost. So before we get started, what are your... Give us a very short description of your character and their name, starting with Cinabean, please.
So I'm Faith, or Zai Faith, whatever. My character used to be a folk hero who has a tendency to like liquor a bit too much. She is currently 30. She's currently in her late 30s, and she's chaotic neutral, right? Yeah.
And she's an ASMR.
ASMR.
I don't. She's ASMR. Which means that she has a little bit of angelic blood in her.
Huh.
And Oak-3.
My character is a dragonborn named Como. He's six and a half or feet tall, I believe. He's a poison type, and he was a former soldier who values his teammates above everything.
Oh.
And he's lawfully good.
That's good. So we're just doing very basic starting, and we're going to do in media res or whatever. We're going to get right to the action. So after a brief description of the setting. So right now, you guys have been traveling to the capital city of the land of Firelight. So Firelight was a kingdom of giant rulers named the Jotun, who are not quite the same as the Jotun in D&D, but closer to mythological Jotun. Very massive giants, very magical giants that ruled this land of Firelight for hundreds and hundreds of years with an iron fist. They descended upon the land hundreds of years ago, ruled it for ages, quelched all other resistance, and also seemed to mess with the fabric of magic in the area, and then, quite suddenly, they disappeared. Jotun language is impossible to understand through magical means. Their artifacts are dangerous, and there are so many secrets in this land to discover, but it requires someone with a good head on their shoulders and a lot of luck to actually uncover them. So the characters are currently in the human kingdom of Carindale, which is one of the many kingdoms in Firelight, and are traveling towards the ancient capital city of the Jotun, which is called Conungersate. I'm going to say that again so you guys can maybe remember it. Conungersate.
Conungersate.
And that is where the old Jotun High King used to sit. But now, this massive castle, so it's a giant-sized castle, which has been hollowed out for humans to live in. So it was already partially hollowed out because the Jotun basically enslaved all other people. So they allowed people to live in the walls, kind of like, you know, how a termite hollows out a tree. So they allowed people to live in the walls of their giant castle. But now it's been fully made into a huge city. But on the way there, you guys are passing through the desolate plain that surrounds all of Canungersea. So it is the ruins of a former city, one that is predates, as far as people know, when the Jotun arrived. No one's quite sure what happened to it, but it is stone ruins that are only sticking out of the sand maybe a foot. So there's just little bumps of the tops of houses and stone walls and things like that. And it appears to have been, at one point, an incredibly vast city, but it was entirely buried with sand, or something that appears like sand. So it's this huge, wide, white plain. There were at one time lots of artifacts and bits and pieces that you could find all over this plain, but scavengers have long since picked it mostly clean. But because it's such a large, wide area, there still are people who make their living sort of trolling around, trying to find bits of pottery or coin or perhaps an ancient weapon that can be found pushed up, or that was flung free in the sand or sticking to the roof of something. So obviously, whatever happened, it was incredibly violent. But you guys, as you're approaching the city, you see not too far away one of these scavenger carriages. Now, they're kind of a unique carriage because they're built to roll over this very rough terrain with random things sticking out of it. So they've got really, really, really tall, huge wheels with really high axles, so that the carriage can flexibly navigate all these bumps and go really, really slowly, so they can pick over every inch of the ground. But this carriage isn't moving at all. It is, in fact, on fire.
Oh, no.
And it is surrounded by 3 huge figures wearing black cloaks who currently seem to be attacking the scavenger family. How do you guys... the stage is set. How do your characters react?
I'm lawfully good, so if they're hurting his people, it's my duty to help them out. So help out the people.
Sure, why not?
So so your character is enthused to go help your character. So do they say anything to each other? Do you say anything? Do you let out a war cry?
I say it's our duty to go and help them. We must.
Yeah, we might have money to we help them out.
Okay, fair enough. So you guys approach. You guys are about 60 feet away. So you can kind of choose how you want to approach them. However, if you take your time, these bullies might kill the couple men that you can see defending the scavenger wagon.
Do you have any ranged attacks?
Dude, all we got are like weapons, like melee weapons. We literally have no means of like long range capability.
Okay, so...
Neither of you have any spells?
No.
Oh yeah, did you not pick your spells yet?
No, we're supposed to.
Well, you don't get any spells. You're a barbarian. Your spell is being angry.
Make grunt noise.
You should technically have some cantrips. So we're gonna just quickly pause and pick those. Okay,
Off.
we're getting back. We picked some spells. So what are you guys gonna do?
Okay, well,
So there's no... Well, I'm too big to hide behind any cover here, so I'll...
move up.
Yep.
Move up.
All right. So you guys rush at the guys. Do you try to hide your advance, or do you?
Yes, I do.
Well, I'm
So
too
if
big.
you try and hide your advance, why don't you roll yourself a stealth check?
Unfortunately, I'm too big.
So you're just gonna charge in there.
Yep.
Okay.
Stealth is 16.
16. All right. I will. So the big guys, they they're not actively looking for you, but I'm gonna. Actually, I would just do their passive perception. So yeah, they don't see you. However, because you are not trying to hide at all, once they get close, one of them does turn around, and then he sees you anyways.
What?
There's no cover.
There's no cover.
But he's like, there's a guy. Oh, there's two of them. So every son we're like, oh, there's two of them.
Guys,
Hey, you. This is none of your business, he says.
Stop right there.
As he conks a guy who looks like a farmer on the head with a big hammer.
Oh. How far are we?
You can run right up to them.
Okay.
Stay within 60 feet of me.
Fine.
But once you get close, then combat will start.
So keep this in mind.
Okay.
We should do as much.
But again, so one of the farmers is down, or the scavengers is down. You can see that there's only two standing
There's only two.
remaining of the scavengers.
Uh-oh.
Still, it doesn't look like these guys are using blunt weapons. So it doesn't look like necessarily the scavengers are dead, but if they weren't helped, they would definitely
Bye-bye.
die.
Okay. So then, how close are they to the scavengers?
They're right on top of them. They're fighting with them right now.
Okay.
Okay, so that means I can't use my poison breath.
Okay, well then don't use it.
Okay, and that
You could maybe try and draw them off to fight you instead of the scavengers.
I guess so. Okay, so I yell at them. Hey, your mother is a terrible cook.
All right, roll a charisma.
Insult
What would that be?
Charisma? Because you're
Maybe persuasion. See how persuasive your insult is.
That's your charisma?
Okay,
So
I
plus
I rolled a
2.
17.
So you rolled a 19. You got
Yeah, make sure you add it. Okay, so let me just do 3 rolls to see if anyone resists. So all 3 of them think that you're talking specifically to them, and are incredibly incensed by your very effective insult about their mothers. And so one of them disengages and runs at you. The other ones don't bother disengaging, and they actually take an opportunity attack from the scavengers. That's how angry they are. They just turn around and run at you.
Okay, so they're all coming at me?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Let me
assume
just make some roll for the scavengers to see if.
Oh boy.
Okay. Wow, one of the scavengers hit, the other one missed.
Yes.
Scavengers, unfortunately, are only armed with daggers, and they're very weak. But that is okay. So
Get ready
one
to-
of the guys actually took 3 points of damage. All right, so roll for initiative.
Okay. I rolled a 4.
Plus your initiative, which is right there.
6. I got a 6.
I got a 20.
Oh wow.
Okay, so you're up.
I do need to roll for them. I'm doing rolls in front of the screen here. Okay, so they are last for sure. So Cinabean, what's your character's name again?
XYFAETH.
Side faith.
Okay, so I'm gonna start referring to you as your character name.
Or just call me Psy for short, if that really...
Sai. Okay, and your character name was Como, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
wonder
so
where you
Sai
got that
first,
Yeah,
Como
good question.
second, and then it is the villains. And so we're just doing this theater of the mind, but they are all rushing at Como, so your turn first.
Okay, so first I will... So wait, where am I in parallel to them? Like,
So like if they're
okay,
Como
can we use these as mine?
Yeah, we can use them as markers.
Okay, so
If you guys can't handle theater of the mind.
nope.
They're like just a little ways away
15,
from.
20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60. 60, wait. Okay. With 60 feet and like...
So they, two of them are basically right next to Como, and one of them is,
Yes, I'm right here.
yeah, one of them is 30 feet behind.
And where am I? In parallel?
You are, well,
Alright,
how far behind were you?
Well, I mean, I chose...
You went a little slower, so let's say you're 30 feet behind.
Okay.
Yep, that is perfect.
So first I will... Let's see those spells.
So as they're running towards you, there's the leader of them, who is the guy that is staying behind. He says, "You will regret entangling yourselves in our business, travelers."
Aren't you gonna say something to the bub?
Suck an egg.
Great. Okay, roll a persuasion. Just want to see how effective your
5.
We'll make you into egg soup.
I already had you a long time ago, you numbskulls.
Amazing shot, comrade.
Okay.
Vicious Mockery.
Vicious Mockery. So Vicious Mockery is, I believe, what kind of save is it?
Wisdom save of 13.
Wisdom save 13. These guys are not particularly wise, but they make it actually. Which guy are you actually targeting, by the way?
Yeah.
This one. So do you want to say what your Vicious Mockery is?
I say how...
It's all his father or something.
I say you have the face... I'd say that, Dang, I didn't think this through.
You were gonna cast spell, you didn't think.
Yeah, I didn't. Shut up. I tell them to go suck a lemon.
A lot of food related
Insult.
insults.
I am very hungry.
Shows what you know. I like lemons. He pulls out a lemon, squeezes it, and he doesn't even flinch.
Okay.
I hate sugar. All right. It is.
And wait. Can I use my bonus action?
Oh yeah, you still have another action. If you want,
Yeah.
you can move.
I will buff my teammate or whatever. I use my bardic inspiration.
Okay, so that gives me a plus
For
6.
the 10 minutes, the creature can add it to one ability check, attack roll, or saving throw. This can be added after seeing the roll, but before knowing the outcome.
And I believe it is a D4.
D6.
It's a D6. Oh, good.
Okay.
That's even better. Nice.
You're welcome.
All right, and I believe you can still also move if you wanted to.
Why would I want to move towards
Okay,
them?
fair enough. You don't want to move. Come
I am squishy.
ASMR.
I am so squishy.
It shall be you who is sucking on lemons. And he has like a bag of lemons.
That's his second choice of weaponry.
Okay, so I got about 2 in front of me. I think it's a good time to try it. And I think it's about a good time to try it. I'll use my poison breath.
Okay.
Okay, and so for this one,
I'm sure it's probably a save or
yeah, the DC for this saving throw equals 8 plus your Constitution modifier plus your proficiency bonus.
So your spell, it should say your spell save, which should be on there somewhere. It's so dark. Your spell save is 13. So they got a good constitution. So and does it hit multiple people? I'm assuming it's a cone or something.
It's a cone.
Okay. So yeah, they do have good constitution. The one guy definitely takes it. The other guy does not. So I'm assuming you have to roll your damage, 2d6.
Get him.
So the guy on the right will take the damage.
Okay, the guy on the right. Okay.
He, by the way, is the guy with lemons.
The lemon guy.
Oh man, that's a 3.
3 damage.
Yeah.
Nuts. This is why I'm staying away from.
Oh, bad smells. Brush your teeth.
I I ate liver and onions before coming here. Don't blame me.
Do you want to move?
Okay, so I already attacked, so I guess I can't do that again. Yeah, I guess I'll back up a couple feet, and I guess go this way. 1, 2, 3. I think that's about 50. How much is that? 1, 2, 3 to get them to chase me a bit.
Okay.
And I can't use that until a short rest. How long does short rest last for?
That's when we like after a combat you could like rest for an hour or something like that.
Okay, so that's it then.
Yeah. All right. So it's their turn. They will definitely both move up and attack you. This guy is going to jog forward. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Double.
He's going to double move in your direction.
Fine.
He's got his big war club raised above his head, and he's mumbling curses and saying the word squish and to a pulp and things like that.
Speak up, princess. I can't hear.
So the other two, they're going to just try and attack you. What's your AC?
Okay,
I know this is definitely not going to do
15.
it.
Oh
Okay,
my
so
gosh.
Both of
that's
them,
so not fair.
both of them managed
I'm a
to make a pretty.
dragonborn.
In their haste to attack you, the one guy just completely misses, and then the other guy, you managed to just fend off his blow with your axe.
Good work.
I'm a dragonborn.
All right, then it is Zai's turn.
Side wave. Thunder wave. Let's go. You gotta make a save.
Okay, what's my save DC?
Attack save is Constitution 13.
Constitution 13. Okay. Ooh, he tanks that with like no problem.
Okay.
It just like so he's wearing a big hood though over his eyes. I should have explained their appearance a little. So they're wearing big black cloaks, right? And they got hoods over their eyes, and then on the top of the hood there is stitched in there a single. It looks like a red claw.
Ew.
What?
And it's just like it's like the image of a red claw. It's not like an actual red claw. It's like attached. So you make your thunder wave, and it blows his hood back. And what is underneath? But a very angry-looking half-orc. But he's kind of got a really. He's got a very scarred-up face, and very. He looks like he's kind of an older orc. And one of his eyes is gray, and hatred is coming out of the other one.
You are not a sight for sore eyes, are you?
My mama thinks I'm beautiful.
Your mama ain't here, is she?
All right.
Wait, bonus
Oh,
action?
yeah, you can still do, if you have any bonus actions.
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
So if you move right
Right.
past him, then he is going to get a free attack on you. So you kind of do have to skirt around.
So wait, what?
You got to go around him. Like, you can't go right past him like this.
Okay.
You would have to go
5,
like...
10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Okay. All right, now it's Como's turn.
Okay. I will use my great axe on this guy.
Okay.
Okay, so damage is 1d12 plus.
You got to roll your d20 first.
Oh, dang it! That's a 2.
So you are swinging at him, and you kind of lose your footing a little bit in the sand, and so the swing is really short.
Dang it!
And the orc doesn't even have to dodge it; he just stands there, looking really unimpressed.
Oh man!
Dragonborn sucks. Walking on sand, I see. You didn't put any points in the Sandwalker skill tree. You don't want to? Well, if you move, you'll take an opportunity attack. By the way, so you probably don't want to move.
Yeah, I don't.
All right, then it is their turn. They're both going to attack you, of course.
Oh.
Okay, one of them definitely hits you.
Yep.
Where is D8? for 10 points of damage.
Oh, jeez. These rolls suck. Point changes. Okay.
And then the other guy rushes at you. Du-du-du-du-du-du. And then he attacks. Ooh, I think that's definitely going to hit. He only does 4 points of damage.
That's still a lot.
That's a lot.
So what do you say this bonus to me did again? Yeah.
What?
The bonus that she cast on me?
You can roll it to add things to like attack rolls and stuff.
Okay, but it can't roll. It can't help me roll in 20 rolls?
Yeah, it can. But that you rolled so low that even with the bonus, you never would have been able to hit them.
Okay.
But it is now Zai's turn.
Okay. How much health you got?
5 out of 9.
I would have been dead if I had your points.
Yep. Longsword.
Okay.
So this is just what's it called?
I should have maybe made you guys level 2, but we'll see how this goes. If you guys can survive this encounter, you guys will be level 2.
19.
Ooh.
Just 19.
Good.
Please kill that guy.
That's definitely a hit. And then you need to roll a 1d8 plus your strength, which is this one.
Fudge. 2.
Is it your strength at +1?
Yep.
Okay, so 2 points.
Oh.
So it does slice him in his arm a little bit, and it does hurt him. You don't think these guys are... You think these guys are not really... They're not really wearing much for armor or anything. The cloak doesn't really defend them at all. So it doesn't seem like they would actually be that hard to kill.
Okay, you just need one down.
Why are you doing this?
My turn?
Which? What?
I asked him, why are you doing this? Why are you pillaging these people?
Okay, go do a persuasion roll to see if you can...
That's my charisma, right?
Do you have it trained, though? Because if you have it trained, then you get a bonus to it, right?
What, my...
Persuasion.
No, but
No.
I get a +3 in
Okay,
it.
so just roll.
Nope.
Haha, no need for you to know. Soon to be dead.
Okay, so my turn?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Make it count.
Ah,
You roll a 1.
It'll suck.
Okay, you miss. So again, you miss really bad. You slip on the sand, but you don't fall over because critical misses are not penalized that much.
That'll suck.
Okay, so at this moment, nobody seemed to notice it because they weren't really paying attention, but the scavengers from the caravan actually run up and start attacking the dudes from behind. And they'll be represented by D4s because that's how weak they are. All right, so these guys they attack on their respective dudes. I'm going to give them advantage, but it doesn't matter because they both hit.
What?
And I am going to roll... Well, I guess they could have gotten 20s. No, they didn't have 20s. These guys have very low AC, by the way.
We figured.
And... Wow, they do a lot of damage. My goodness.
That's sad.
So as you're fending off these two guys, they both fall to the ground dead, stabbed from behind by the scavengers from the caravan.
Wow. These guys are really low health.
Bye.
They make that noise. Why? One of them says. "Want lemons?" One of them says.
Take the lemon, take the lemon, take the lemon.
And now it is their turn. This guy, seeing his two compatriots dead on the ground, starts running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towards the burning caravan. And he seems very focused on specifically getting back to the wagon. You get an opportunity attack because he is running away from you.
You know, I ranged.
You can just do your regular longsword attack as a free attack because he was running away from you. If he didn't disengage, he just ran. Or it won't be 6, it'll be like he's double moving, so he's going to be moving 10.
18.
Oh, yes, you definitely hit him. Roll your damage.
8. 7.
Wow. 8 points of damage. So he's, as he's turning to run, he gets 2 steps, and you cut his head off. And it goes, and it plops down into the sand with thud as your blade slices clean through it. So you're out of combat.
Ugh.
These guys were designed to hit really hard,
But not be able.
but they're not wearing any armor. They're just wearing robes and thin, just like, shirts and breeches. The scavengers are incredibly grateful. Thank you so much, kind travelers. We would have been goners if you hadn't have intervened.
And thank you for your help too. We
greatly
likely would've been
appreciate
dead,
it.
too, if it wasn't for you guys.
These guys, they just jumped out of nowhere. It seemed like they appeared out of thin air. Normally, you can see people coming for miles. And here we got ambushed out in the middle of the open plain. They said they were looking for something.
Did they say what?
They said they were looking for the bell and that we should hand over the bell.
What is the bell?
I don't know. We don't have any bells. At least nothing that we would think of as the bell.
So you guys may have it, but just don't know.
And that's what we're going to end today because we're out of time. Sorry that it was a short episode this week, but next week, back to regular programming. We might expand on this story if these guys are interested in what's going on. Please remember, like, comment, and subscribe. Check us out at Patreon. Check us out on Twitter, social media, etc. And I've been Ghost.
Cinabean.
Oak-3.
And thanks for watching. Bye-bye.
Bye.